Hey guys, I'm back with another video on console grouping. We have couple of methods available like group, group end, and group collapsed. Let's see in action how it works. So group is basically, as the name suggests, it is going to create a group for us, and it is basically a starting point from the group from where the group is going to be created, right? And group end is the method which is going to close that group which have been created here. It takes one parameter argument which is a label, so you can provide a label to the group so that it can be more understandable while that log being printed inside the console panel. So we will see in action how it works. So as I told you, that group method is going to create a group for us, and the label that we are going to provide. So feature one group logs is the label basically. And now we will see, if I hit it enter, then you will see that the one group has been created by the console panel. So to understand more better, I've created a couple of more locks inside it so that it can be more visible to you. So now you can see the beauty of this grouping of locks. Here you can see the feature wise implementation of the locks can be printed much easier in a much easier way, and it can be more understandable also. So the feature one group locks is available inside this feature one, where you can expand it or collapse it, right? Collapse it. There is one more method called group collapsed. So let's just see what is this. So group collapsed is identical to the group method. It is same, but you will see that already this group is opened, but in group collapsed it will be closed. So this is identical. First of all, as per the implementation. So let's say if I make this group, it also starts actually it also starts creating the group for those logs. So as I said, it is identical, right? So now we will see group collapsed. Now you can see the group is already collapsed. This is quite useful when you are working with multiple feature and you don't want unnecessary locks to be printed, and you can make them collapsible so that it can be closed by default, right? So this is quite a useful feature in this thing. And second thing which I wanted to notify is, like, if you don't provide a name to it, then you will get some message from the browser itself. And now we are going to see what label it is. So now you can see no group label. You can say name or group label, it is both the same thing. So it takes one parameter which is a label, and so you can provide that label. It depends on the browser, so different can have different messages available, right? And third thing is, like, you can have multiple nesting also. For multiple nesting, just to show you, I have prepared a one example. Let me just show it to you. What is that? So if I run it, now you can see multiple nesting also you can do inside this feature logs. So let's say this feature log, second feature, and then inside this feature one log, feature one can have 1.1, 1.2, and the similarly. So you can do multiple nesting also. For 1.1 you can do so many nest. So it can inherit, like, it can work for any level of nesting, right? So that's it guys, and please do subscribe and like my videos.